Wait. Whoa, I got an award. What? I thought we got a free Sojourn skin, not gonna lie. May is back. Cannot wait to pay $10 for this Retro Star May. Alright, we obviously knew Blizzard wasn't actually gonna give us a free skin. I thought maybe it was like a sorry reward, but I can't seem to find it. But let's get on with the patch note, because it is here, it is official. They are the retail patch notes for November 17th, 2022. Of course, it was slightly delayed, but regardless, this is official. They're in the game today. First, we have Diva, in which the Blizzard devs say Diva felt too deadly after the last round of changes, given how resilient she can be with her improved defense matrix. So the fusion cannons, the spread increased from 3.5 to 3.75, making it a little less accurate. The boosters impact damage reduced from 25 to 15, so less bumping into people to do damage, and the call mech ultimate cost reduced by 12%. So a little bit of a buff there. Okay, Blizzard. Don't wanna nerf your favorite hero. Next up is Zarya. Yes, Zarya player sentiment predicted Zarya has one of the weakest solo tanks in 5v5, although her high damage potential and barrier uptime have proven to be extremely effective. For opponents, feedback has indicated this can feel as though Zarya has very limited windows of vulnerability, which feels difficult to deal with when combined with her ramping damage potential. These changes will reduce the barrier uptime, making it slightly more difficult for her to gain energy, and will provide enemies with more time to deal damage to her. The particle barrier, also by the way, don't ask me why the little icons didn't load in. It's Blizzard, okay? It's something you can kind of get used to the scuffness. Particle barrier, duration reduced from 2.5 to 2 seconds. The cooldown increased from 10 seconds to 11 seconds. Projected barrier, duration reduced from 2.5 to 2, and cooldown increased from 10 to 11, making that shield a little bit less potent. My boy Genji, no dude, how they gonna nerf Genji but not Sojourn? Genji has greatly benefited from the move to 5v5. Yeah, after like 3 years of unplayability, Blizzard. Changing it to a single tank and the reduction of crowd control has removed a lot of the obstacles for Genji. He hasn't received tuning updates since he wasn't actively in the meta until launch. Oh, I'm glad they acknowledged that. An intentional decision based on our general preference to avoid preemptive adjustments when possible. These changes will bring Genji more in line with the other flanking damage heroes like Tracer and Reaper. Maximum ammo reduced from 30 to 24, damage reduced from 29 to 27. Junkrat, arming time increased from 0.5 to 0.75. Trapped duration reduced from 3 to 2.5 seconds. We also have Sombra. With Sombra's rework, she gained a lot more damage to help account for the reduced ability lookout duration of Hack. This has proven to be too deadly for a flanker with easy access to the enemy backlines, especially in a 5v5. She can also no longer channel Hack on an already hacked target, as feedback indicated the reduced cooldown combined with hacking from stealth proved to be too frustrating for many players. This is essentially a per target cooldown that enables Hack to keep its current 4-second cooldown for potentially hacking multiple targets. Ability lockout duration reduced from 1.75 to 1.5. Hacked enemies are no longer valid targets for hacking for the duration of the 8-second effect. Hacked enemy damage multiplier reduced from 40 to 25%. This one was so needed. I'm glad I don't have any complaints here. This one was good. Kiriko. This invulnerability window is primarily intended to help avoid instantly dying to something unseen after teleporting through walls, but ended up being a little too long and led to some confusion while shooting at Kiriko. The invulnerability duration reduced from 0.4 to 0.25 seconds. So basically, once you teleport, you're invulnerable for a short period of time, and that period just got a little bit shorter. And from here, the main meta will shift, at least I believe to a certain extent. Now, you have to keep in mind there's a difference between the pro players and us scrubs, right? Like, the pro players have a 95% pick rate with Sojourn. However, trickling down from pro players, Sojourn is just strong. Statistically, she is extraordinarily strong. Outside the 95, that's crazy to say, the 95% pick rate, she was too strong, and the fact that Blizzard did not nerf her this patch doesn't make any sense. I thought maybe they would sneak it in after, but they clearly did not, and I'm gonna have to admit, I think that was a very poor decision. And to follow this decision, it's how we'll feel the slow patch pace to be very, very bad. I think we need patches every other week at bare freaking minimum. They need to make these patches a lot faster, because just take this in. Sombra was a problem and Zarya was a problem. Those are probably the two biggest ones I kept hearing complaints. Sojourn as well, don't get me wrong, but I would hear the whining from probably Sombra number 1, Zarya number 2, at least in the general community from bronze to plat. Okay, but hear me out. That whining went on, and it got so bad, some people were just waiting for the patch. People got very upset that the patch got delayed, and then it just kind of opened my eyes. these patch notes and the true live service game is going to be very important for Blizzard to nail perfectly. Every other week, we need patches. This mid-season patch cycle that does some tuning but doesn't address everything, and then just one huge patch a season won't cut it. That's my opinion. So for now, Sojourn will continue to be extraordinarily strong. Zarya as well. I think she's still going to be strong even after the nerfs, but less people will play her because they're going to know she's not meta. They're going to know she got nerfed. There's some sort of stigma and mental play that goes on with this. However, in solo queue, someone like Roadhog is already very, very strong. That's why you see Roadhog gameplay, not gonna lie. Roadhog main represent. He's fun. It's fun to tilt the enemy. It's fun to make him rage quit. And he's strong, and he's going to continue to be strong, especially when stuff, any sort of shield or barrier, gets nerfed. A Zarya nerf is a direct buff to Roadhog, his hook, and his one-shot potential. And these ghost buffs via real nerfs are a legitimate thing you guys have to keep in mind. Like, the truth is, if Genji gets nerfed, everyone directly countered by Genji is just genuinely going to be a little bit stronger because Genji's now doing less damage. He'll be played a little bit less, or actually even predict he'll be played a lot less. Maybe I'm wrong. I think these nerfs were pretty aggressive. Another thing that came in the patch is some ranked changes. However, they are behind the scene, and Blizzard didn't do a great job at unveiling it. They said that basically there should be some tweaks that allow people to move more. So after winning 7 games, you should see the game change more, or your rank change more. There should be some sort of visual representation. However, if a silver player wins like 6 to 7 games and they're playing like a silver player, it makes sense for them to still be in the exact same rank. So I don't know how they're gonna greatly change this. I believe the rank system needs to be reworked from the ground up. I think every 7 wins is very, very aggressive. I want to make an entire separate video on it, but I haven't finished kind of making the thought process or writing it out. I think the 7 wins is super long, and I think that it's extremely unrewarding because it has to be 7 wins, right? That's crazy. Instead, if they really want to do this stagnated system to reduce ranked fatigue, reduce tilting, reduce anger, they should just make it every 7 games period, or every 5 games period, not win or loss. Like, if you lose 5 in a row, update my rank. If I win 4, lose 1, update my rank. And if they really want to keep it 7, okay, fine, keep it 7. That way in my head, if I lose 3 but win 4, I only won a little bit over half, and if I only go a little bit up in rank or don't move ranks, it makes perfect sense to me, right? Instead of doing some mathematician like every 20 games, 7 wins, am I moving, am I doing bad, what am I doing wrong, how do I got no feedback loop to improve, I got nothing rewarding me for playing ranked. So I believe this slight backend tweak is not going to do anything. I'm still going to complain about it, probably make a separate video, but we'll get to that later. Also, something you guys should know is that if someone's playing on, let's say, a PlayStation 5 and they're in a cross-play eligible lobby, they can now use aim assist, where previously it was force disabled. I think this is another hotly debated topic where I can make a separate video, but I want to keep this fast so you guys get the whole patch notes in 9 minutes or less. And the very final thing is that the defense matrix has been updated and audio transcription is now live. If you are a privacy freak, you're not gonna love this. I do believe they really want to record a little bit of my voice snippet to stop someone else from being a, like, say, homophobic or racist, etc., etc. Not a big deal. I'm okay with it. Again, another hotly debated topic, but that's it. Those are all the patches for you. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.